City. I'm here with John Young. You may know him as Tinker from Roadhouse, who's also nicknamed the Henchman, and I was his girlfriend in the movie. For those of you who are still thinking, who is this person? Just think Polar Bear. It'll come to you. So John, how did you come to work on Roadhouse?
Well, I'd been working on the Tracy Ullman show for about 2 seasons, and I got called in. And I actually was called in for Jack the Bear, which is one of the bouncers. They wanted a guy built like me, but they wanted a guy who was 6'4", 6'5", which Travis McKenna.
Yeah.
And it was very good. But Rowdy kind of liked me, and so he said, would you be willing to read for this guy named Tinker? And I had read the script ahead of time. Tinker was this little bitty scrawny guy, nothing like me at all, and he was always tinkering with things. And I said, yeah, man, if you'll let me put my own slant to it. He said, Rowdy said, go for it. So I did. And I decided I wanted to play him as a wannabe tough guy. So that was what Tinker was for me. So that's what I attempted to play throughout the whole movie. Anyway, so I got the part and everything, and I remember going out into the garden at Fox, and Buddy Patrick Swayze was out in the garden, and he said, hey, dude, it's my movie, man. And I'm going, wow. And we had studied acting together, he and his wife, Lisa. And so we were friends, and we knew each other. And I already had the part, but anyway, we go inside, there's about 15 people, and God bless Patrick. I mean, he just kept saying, he's a great actor, he's a great actor. And Joel Silver's going, okay.
That's Joel.
Yeah. so anyway, so I got the part, and that's pretty much it.
So after being in Roadhouse, how did it change your career?
Well, all of a sudden I was getting scripts that were sent to me, to my agent, saying, John, would be interested in doing this movie. All of a sudden I'm sitting in a waiting room with name actors and star actors and everything. I was like, wow. Fred Roos hired me for a film with Jenna Rowlands, Richard Crenna, Leah Thompson, Mike Madsen, called Montana. It was written by Larry McMurtry, who had just won the Emmy for Lawrence of the Dove, I believe. So all of a sudden I'm traveling in really big circles, you know. And then I got some leads in some little B films that I didn't even have to audition for. So,
Yeah, that's the change when they just said, they're like, hey, I got something for you. Are you available next week?
Yeah. And Roadhouse wasn't a big hit right away.
Right.
It only did $58 million domestically, which for a Joel Silver film was considered a failure. But once it hit the the rental market and everything, it just kind of exploded. And people would call me up for years and going, I have Polar Bear fell on me, click, and without caller ID, I have no idea who it was that was calling, So.
Well, my next question was going to be any fond or funny remembrances from the set, because everyone remembers you from the Polar Bear falling on you, and you're now Polar Bear.
Well, Rowdy gave us he gave us a lot of leeway to improvise and things like that.
Yeah.
So in that particular scene, so the Polar Bear, and I have that line, Polar Bear fell on me, but off screen they had to shoot the reaction of Red West and John Paul Jones. And so what I did, when I'm off screen, I just went into a tirade, X-rated stuff. Now I knew they were going to cut my stuff out, So what you see is Red West and John Paul reacting to the stuff that I, was putting out there, which was really, really, really triple X-rated stuff. But it was so much fun, and we just laughed and laughed. But one of the funniest things was when we heard that Terry Funk had gotten naked and was running through the lobby at the hotel when we were in Fresno.
Yeah, I remember the hotel in Fresno. Wasn't it a Holiday Inn?
I can't remember.
It was some old hotel, and the entire cast and crew was at a really old hotel, which was the only one at the time in Fresno. And it was something to be seen because we had nowhere to eat and drink except the hotel. So after we got off set, we all held up the bar.
There was a big restaurant next door, so we went to that a lot. But Terry Funk had evidently, what had happened was there was a story. He had run through the lobby naked, screaming, Joel Silver, I need more money, I need more money. And then at some point, and it was going around, Terry's one of the funniest people that you'll ever meet in your whole life. And people are, and just got, cojones as big as whatever. Anyway, but so eventually, everybody's, what is this story? Eventually, we realized it was just a rumor, and then we eventually found out that Terry Funk started the rumor. So, that just goes to show you that's who Terry Funk was. Anyway, we laughed a lot.
So what is the reaction when people find out you were in Roadhouse besides yelling Polar Bear?
Oh my God. I remember one time my family, after the movie opened, my family and I went to see the movie, and when filming had stopped, I had lost like almost 100 pounds, so I didn't look much like Tinker at the time. But we went to see it with about 25 family members, and after the movie was over, we were going out of the theater, and one of my sisters started screaming, look, it's Tinker, it's Tinker. And people are going, oh my God, it is him, look, his face is, oh my God. And they started chasing us down the street in Glendale and Brand Boulevard started screaming, Tinker, Tinker. It was the weirdest thing. I thought, I'm just a character actor. I'm just a small part of this thing. Anyway, but it's been fun.
What do you think after all this time? What do you think has really led Roadhouse to stand the test of time and become such a fan and cult favorite film?
You know, to be honest, man, it's just a modern day cowboy movie. You know, you think about it. I mean, it's a good guy comes to town, beats up the bad guy, gets the girl. Kelly Lynch, he gets the girl. And you know, and you throw in a big wheel, you know, the big truck with the big tires, and you throw in, you know, you throw in a bunch of bad guys, a bunch of fighters, and X-rated stuff, and a bunch of pretty girls and stuff. And the only thing missing is Patrick Swayze. Hey, we got him. Okay, hey, that's what we wrote. That's what it is. Sorry.
Well, for everyone that's going to watch this on YouTube, what are you working on now, and where can the fans find you or see you?
Well, I'm primarily a screenwriter today, so I've got a screenplay that I actually sold and is in production right now called Alive and Kicking. Keep an eye out for it. I think Marshall Teague, who was in the film and played Jimmy, had his throat ripped out, is going to be in the film. Trying to get Sam Elliott, but now that Sam's been nominated, I don't know, he might be out of our price range now. Anyway, still acting a little bit. I've been playing detectives the last couple of years. I'm in a web series. I play a detective called All About Manos. I have a neat movie coming out called Blue Call I played detective in, and another one called Second Wind that I played detective in. And I've got a play that opens next week, Simpatico, by Sam Shepard, out in the Valley in Sherman Oaks. And I've got a band that I play with Johnny Young and Half Measures that play around town. So that's it.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wonderful to see you again.
Peace.